They bout to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics, locked in, recording in tropics. And the East Big 3, Big Bron, CB, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotics. Speed lit, never thought about it. Just live out the look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. And the East Big 3, Big Bron, CB, way good, he working on optics. Thought biz while smoking exotic. It's saucy, all the projects.
What's up? RCR Presents MSD Sports. My name's Sam, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here, and we got Camden over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself, Mikey, introduce yourself.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Michael John. I'm with my brothers. We here, MSD.
Yes.
Stop with it.
Yes, sir. Camden, what's up?
What's going on? You know what it is. You know who I am. It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee. And I'm with the greatest trio ever assembled, MSD Sports, baby.
Woo!
We are back. It has been a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I gained about 10 pounds, ate a bunch of turkey, mashed potatoes. I also played a little flag football. Did not tear anything. Luckily, I didn't come in any hobbled or injury.
That's cool.
I was very, very happy about that. But the only thing I was thinking about over the weekend was when was I going to see my boys for this podcast.
Ooh.
So, Robbie K, what's going on, baby? What we doing?
MSD Sports Podcast episode. We back at it with another one. Agenda time. Let's go. MLB is off season, but we got some free agent news. Splash from the Blue Jays. All right. NBA only about a month, but we got some storylines to talk about here. And right now, guys, it's December. NFL playoffs is coming in hot. It's almost coming in. Let's talk about that. And we're going to wrap it up with some nice UFC news, some quick news. Wait, there was a hot matchup? There's so much to talk about. I am so excited. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited. And let's go. I'm going to hold this like this. Let's go. We're talking sports here. And we're going to start it off with the MLB, guys.
Kick us off. I heard that the Blue Jays did something crazy, you said?
Oh, my gosh. Blue Jays spent some money. They spent a lot of money. They signed a big 7-year contract to Mr. Cease from the San Diego Padres. Woo! Dylan Cease is now a Toronto Blue Jay, signing a 7-year, $210 million contract, everybody. And I think there's $64 million are deferred. Okay. $10 million from 2026 and $9 million from 2027 to 2032. And let's talk about that. Man. Yeah. Mikey, how do you feel?
Almost about a third of it deferred.
Man.
Not bad.
Not some show.
It's a big signing. We were just kind of talking about this right before we kicked off the pod. In my opinion, they're signing Dylan Cease for what he was 2 years ago, not what he was last year, to that sort of money in contract, that sort of long-term contract. But they really are trying to double down on a roster that just made it to the World Series, right?
Yep.
Just came up barely short because they added Cease, who's a bona fide, front of the rotation type pitcher. Plus, they went and got Cody Ponce. Yeah. So now we're talking about really, really bolstering the bullpen or the rotation.
Yes. Cody Ponce, he's coming from KBO, winning the MVP award. Okay. That guy, he went crazy, guys, at Korea. David, I'm going to tell you, he went 17-1. A 1.89 ERA.
Okay.
180 innings and struck out 252 Korean batters.
I like that.
Oh, my goodness. But I like this because his team in Korea was Hanwha Eagles. And you know who was in that team, David?
Talk to me.
He was in your Dodgers.
Come on with it,
Mr.
baby.
Hyunjin Ryu.
Come on with it.
He's in the Hanwha Eagles, and they, insider people tell us that he's been getting a lot of influence from Ryu.
Okay.
And, man, now he is in the World Series appearance team.
I love it, man. I love it.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, here's the thing. I think the Blue Jays had an amazing season. I think going to the World Series, going against the juggernaut, the Dodgers. And I think before the MLB catches on, they decided, I'm going to put a little deferred money on the floor so I can maybe compete. I think this is a great signing. If you kind of look at just where the Blue Jays kind of fell short, I think in the playoffs, I think especially in the World Series, it was definitely the pitching. I think if they had one or two more pitchers that were able to hold it out, I think they probably would have been able to take it. Only because I think the stamina of so many hitters, I think just overtook them for a long period of time. You're playing a 7-game series. You need a couple more guys to switch it up, and you know what I mean? So they're not facing the same, the batters aren't facing the same pitchers every single time. But I'm really excited. Hopefully the Blue Jays can continue to, do well in the playoffs next year. I think they're going to be a decent regular season team.
I hope not.
But
my Red Sox.
I mean, listen.
I hope not.
That's why I said decent. That's why I said decent, because you know what I mean. they're still in the East, and it's still Red Sox baby every single day, every single week.
Can I tell you something I noticed though?
Yeah.
It's interesting that more teams is looking to the international signings because I feel like there's more and more the last couple of years. It's like they signed this person from this league, the Japanese league, or the now Korean baseball league. So it's interesting. Everyone needs to try to get a slice of the pie. So you might as well, everyone should start. You should be a little more liberal signing people internationally. There's been a lot of success for international players recently.
Look at them Dodgers.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we remember, especially when we had more international, Hispanic or different, players coming from that, Mexican descent, things like that, Latino descent coming, So I think having a different viewpoint, it just brings more eyes on the game of baseball. I think it shows that America's game is not just being America's game, it's transforming to a world game. And I think that's always awesome, not only for us at the States, but for everybody watching, because it's a sport that, even a young lad can play, a young lady can play for softball or any of those things. So it's definitely
USA.
Cool.
And then definitely, when you look at the Blue Jays now, like they bolstering their starting rotation, they already have Kevin Gausman, Shane Bieber, Jose Barrios, Trey Savage, who you saw in the World Series in the postseason this last year, and you add now Dylan Cease with Ponce, and I feel like they're kind of following the Dodgers, where it's like it doesn't hurt to always bolster on that starting pitching, because them injuries do come.
If you got the money, spend it now.
Yep, I think
there's no point. You're gonna make it back. The Dodgers made it back 3 times.
I think that's what it is. I feel like the Blue Jays are in their like World Series, like they're kind of still drunk on that World Series like hype that they reached, and of course like they're an inch away to win, but. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they still feel it, so I feel like I kind of like it, but I kind of don't, because it's in the same division as the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of the Red Sox, y'all traded for someone. Y'all got Sonny Gray?
Yeah, I think we might have touched on this one last time, but we have to improve the pitching rotation as well. I told y'all I'd much rather pay Sonny Gray that money than Walker Buehler that money for 1 year.
We did talk about this. We did.
Right?
Yes.
You know what I like though? YBK was filling me in about a little. I guess he was talking some trash. So I'm gonna let YBK take it away.
What did he say exactly?
I think he was on some podcast, some radio appearance. Sonny Gray. He said right here, I've never wanted to go there in the first place. Talking about the Yankees when he was there in 2017. It feels good to me to go to a place where it's easy to hate the Yankees.
Wow.
And this man comes into the Yankees organization in 2017. I love to be a Yankee. This is what I'm going to say to you, Sonny Gray. The reason why you got so much hate from the Yankee fans is because you sucked. If you did well when you were in the Oakland Athletics, it would have been a different story, Sonny. Sonny, I can't wait till you come to the Bronx, Sonny. Come on. You going versus Cam Schlitter and you're going to get shit on. Excuse my language. Sorry, Sonny. But good luck in the Red Sox. We're gonna see you soon.
He should just be like a middle of the rotation type guy. He ain't got to be like an anchor. Let Crochet run it. We need.
Definitely.
I would love to get one more really good pitcher though for the Red Sox, but I love the energy that Sonny Gray bringing already. Because if y'all already know how it is, it's like
Yankee Red Sox is always
What is it in over there in New York where people just come out of the Yankees and say anything they want? They just feel like is it the organization? Is it the fans? Because we're in Boston and we have just as difficult fans, if not worse. They throw stuff at you. They call your mama's name, your girlfriend's name. It's ridiculous. So I'm just wondering, what is it about New York that just makes it so difficult for most players? Because everybody has something to say leaving New York.
I feel like it's just the name and the branding of being in the Yankees, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And I feel like it's just such a heavy burden. I feel like when you wear that, because there's so much like what the Yankees have done so far. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you don't succeed, you're just gonna get like hate on so much because we expect a certain level of caliber. But if you do well and you see those players that did well and left, they're like, oh, I love the New York. Like that was the greatest place I've played. Like look at CC Sabathia, for example. Like he played like almost like half his life on the different teams like Milwaukee Brewers and the Cleveland Indians at the time. He comes to the Yankees, now he's a Yankee fan and he's staying there.
But that's how a professional should work. Like you say the right things when you get signed there. Thank you for my opportunity at the organization. It's very traditional. Until recently, you couldn't have a beard. It's a very traditional, old school, the pinstripes, the families that's been owning it. Now you come to Boston, you know what you're supposed to say when you're a Red Sox fan is the Yankees, you know what I mean?
Straight up, baby.
Y'all can fill it in.
Straight up, baby.
I'll try to keep it.
Try to keep it PG,
I'll
but
try
it's
to keep it, but
it's
I'm
like
being-
the Yankees every day. Shout out to my boy YBK though, because that's my
Yeah,
dog.
it transcends the sport though because the identity, like culturally, it's like that's where the rivalry exists.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you play for one of the organizations, you really should. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's good sports with that storied rival. It has to be that. So I think some of it is just you playing a role, and I love it. Good. If you're gonna come on my team, you better be talking like that.
Better
Yeah.
be talking spicy.
Let's get it.
Better be talking spicy.
So you're saying that if you how is the Red Sox bullpen by the way? Because I know like right now Bregman's a free agent, and that's a big offensive
Yeah,
piece.
we would love to get him
But
back.
you need him back plus a starter and maybe not a rotation. It's pretty strong. Weiser, Chapman, right? It's not bad. Maybe a bat.
We need to spend some money.
I mean, I will take Kyle Tucker.
We need to spend some
and
money.
Bregman.
Do you need a
re-signing.
left fielder?
We don't really, but I would love. Like, I don't
Kyle
care.
Tucker
We're
will
like
be
a
good.
big. We're a big team. We could sign the superstars. Like it's okay. We got money like the Golden State Warriors type.
True.
You know what I
Definitely.
mean? Like we like the Yankees. We're like the Dodgers. Like we're not no poor.
No, Red Sox is a big
this ain't no
market team.
poor team. Yeah,
For sure, for
exactly.
sure.
I would say spend it. I would spend it. Bello, that's who.
Oh, Bello,
had a
Ryan
good year
Bello, the
last year.
starter, the
But Bello
starter.
had a good year last year.
And then what's his name? He had a good second half. He just got traded. I forgot his name.
Fitz?
No.
When he got traded? That's who we traded.
Giolito.
Oh, that's right.
He had a
Giolito.
great second
Giolito,
half.
that's
He had a
right.
great second half.
Yeah.
And y'all, he pushed her. But speaking of the Red Sox, my squad, the Yankees, has had some crazy news I have to quickly talk about.
Talk to us.
Yeah, right.
All right, Yankees had a hot stove maybe, I think, yesterday or today. And it's very disappointing right now. They didn't even mention a single word of Japanese of Tatsuya Imai. And of course, Imai wants to play for Shohei, but he also said, I would also love to be in a team to take those guys down. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as he said that, it's like, of course, like, the media makes it like they only take out the part where he's like, oh, I want to take down the, you know? But he also did say, I would love to play with Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto.
Right.
But man, imagine having the Japanese player back like the Masahiro Tanaka days, you know what I mean? Like what's his name? Hideki Matsui days. Like, man, it's good to see that. But come on, Yankees, y'all have to try to get Imai and try to sign back Bellinger. Because I think that's what their number one priority is, looking at the hot stove. And another disappointing thing, they said that they are content with their starting rotation right now. Garrett Cole and Rodon are not there for a month. We need help.
I mean, but when they come back, that's a good rotation. That's already a lot of money in the rotation, too.
You're right, you're right,
Y'all
you're
ain't got
right.
no
So-
money. Y'all definitely got no money.
I mean, I would say give the money to Bellinger. I mean, who
I agree.
But is Tatsuya Imai a pitcher?
Yes, he's a starting
Oh,
pitcher.
okay, so like maybe that would have been a way to look because the internationals don't be getting paid that same crazy money.
no.
Yeah.
But you do have a good rotation when everyone's healthy.
It is solid, but like that first month kind of it would blow for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens if you guys come back healthy. But I think, no mention of him. You know what I mean? Either you guys don't have the money for him or he's really, really gun-ho with playing with Shohei.
Man,
see.
imagine if the Dodgers. Speaking of Dodgers, y'all signed Miguel Rojas 1 year, $5.5 million, veteran.
Easy
Give him
money.
a little.
I mean, he saved y'all season with
Easy
the
money.
ninth inning, number 9 batter, game-tying home run in the
Not
World
only
Series.
that, remember all the
And
fielding
defense,
plays?
yeah.
Remember all the fielding?
Easy
Yeah.
money,
He
baby.
was crazy.
Come on.
So apparently, according to Dodgers fans' insight, Miguel Rojas earned $1 million from that home run. One swing, bah! Dodgers gave him $1 million. Here you go. What a nice bump. Thank you.
It should be worth about 10. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm
to you.
sure, I'm
I'm
sure.
just saying. I should get $1 million. I should give lifetime tickets, and wherever Magic Johnson eats, I get to eat for
saved
free.
y'all seasons.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I would be. Exactly. Saving the season, Game 7. But it's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Schwarber's a free agent too. You know that?
Yes, he is.
So I mean, he might end up. We'll see if they try to sign him back or
The
not.
Reds are interested in him a lot right now.
Yeah.
Try to fill like that position.
And Framber
there.
Valdez as well. That's the
Starting
big,
pitcher.
that's the only big
Imagine
pitcher.
y'all get Framber?
Because I was looking
It's
at
not
like
bad.
what pitchers could we even get, and listen, I'll take what we could get.
Listen.
Framber, Mamber, cough up the money,
let's-
put the money in the
Crochet,
flow.
Framber,
Do
Sonny.
it.
They're not bad. Those three are, and then you add the Bello and Giolito, and the bottom end of the rotation. Not
You
bad.
could do something.
It's really good. I like that a lot. Damn.
Man.
Yeah.
A lot going on even for free agency.
I know. Even for off season, there's a lot going on.
Come on, you know,
Yes.
you know how we
Bobichette
be.
too. Bobichette, they
free
ain't,
agent.
ain't even re-signed with Toronto yet.
We'll see what happens.
But y'all have Trevor Story though, or
I'm
are
not
they gonna?
saying-
Are they gonna?
I don't want him.
Oh, you don't
I'm
want him.
just
I thought you
saying-
wanted him.
No, no. I
I'll
mean, he
take
also
him.
could play second base too.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Right?
You're right.
He
You're
could
right.
play
You're
second
right.
base,
You're
too.
right. Correct. I also want him too for a shortstop. Bye, bye, Volpe.
Yeah, that would be a good addition. For
Yeah,
you guys. That would
huge
be
upgrade.
That would
Bye,
be
bye,
huge.
Volpe. I'll never see you again. Please get out of my face, please. Yes.
So that's the major news for free
Pretty
agency in
much.
MLB right now.
Pretty much.
That is
Pretty
the
much.
major
And like the major teams
Yeah.
and our teams.
At
you know?
least we made our teams made a move. You got a lot of people sitting around doing nothing. At least our teams
Yeah,
like have
we-
made
yeah.
a
We've
move.
at least tried
Like we
something.
made, you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's true.
All right.
man. I mean, speaking of making moves, you know, I mean, as we transition to our next sport, you know what I mean, the NBA. Guys, are you looking at the standings these days? I'm wondering what's going on. My Celtics are slowly creeping in, but really, it's all about the Lakers, baby.
Lake Show.
The Lake Show is in the building.
LeBron James.
Oh, it's like
James-
secondarily about the Lake Show.
Listen. It's
There's
always,
one team better, like for sure, like that's the star, but they're the next
That's
best.
what I'm. Listen, come on. And LeBrizzy ain't even playing.
LeBron
Okay,
James.
Unk ain't even playing.
Oh, he's playing. He just barely getting 10.
Listen, I'm just saying he barely
What,
playing.
are y'all gonna put a bet?
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna put a bet that he gonna have a game under 10?
this year?
Yo, he's been cutting it close the last few games. He's been
You're
cutting
right.
it close the last few games,
don't be
guys.
hating on Unk. He's getting his sea
Nah,
legs
I know.
together.
I mean, Unk's the third scoring option. Let's get it. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
Come
not.
on.
I'm not hating this. Probably like to just. We'll jump right into Lakers because I know that's where it's a good place to start because I know how much y'all affinity for the Laker is.
Come on.
Yes.
The
Come on.
thing is, LeBron
show.
still hasn't really fit in well. Like last episode, I said my concern is is it that they're going to have to cater to integrate him. And it seems like they're still trying to because it's Luka 1 and Austin Reeves 2.
Yep.
And LeBron has had these nights where he struggles and barely got over the 10-point mark till the fourth quarter or deep second half. So I'm just not. I know he's old, right? And he even said like you just get older. Like you wake up, you ain't have no pain, and you wake up and it's like, why do I have that pain? It's just because you older now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I get it. He's trying to get himself back. Overall, though, sitting pretty good in the standings, huh?
I mean, here's the thing. LeBron, as the third scoring option, is more of a teacher, mentor, you know, transitioning and passing the torch to Luka Doncic. I mean, when you look at the two white boy sensations, Luka and Austin Reeves, I mean, I don't know if they've been hanging out with LeBron. I don't know if they've been spending a little bit more money on their bodies, but something's happening where the goat is rubbing off on both of them, and it is looking unbelievable.
Is it him though? Or is it JJ Redick? Is it that system that features them with an offensive-minded coach who knows how to, you know what I mean, put you in the right positions? Because I think I'm not saying LeBron isn't a good role model, that's for sure, but I like what I see from Luka for sure.
I think when when LeBron comes out and says, "Hey, I'm not playing for a while," you know what I mean, and I'm not really gonna get going till Christmas, I think it opens up the door and it allows players to say, "I have this much time to play and figure out what I need to do."
Yeah.
Now, with LeBron coming back now and transitioning into the new year, obviously they need to figure out how they're gonna win games with LeBron playing key minutes. But other than that, they've had a whole, you know what I mean, 20 games, 25 games without LeBron, where they've been able to just play and be a team together without having to.
Yeah, they played like 15 without him.
That's what I'm saying.
And they were pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. They played team basketball. So they got some smart players on that team, dude.
But I feel like overall, too, having LeBron James on the floor, like not on the bench, right? On the floor, shot calling, like, calling him to go there, Luka go here. Just even his presence on the floor itself, I feel like benefits the squad, I feel like, in my opinion. So, I mean, they're 4-1 with LeBron back. I mean, that was a very embarrassing loss in that Phoenix one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's 4-1 though.
It's 4-1 though because of Austin and because of Luka and because of Ayton. Like, you're talking about elevating players, it's Luka who's elevating Ayton.
I mean,
it could be through osmosis, like what you're saying. Like, LeBron helps Luka be better, so Luka helps this guy be better. But I don't know. Like, in my opinion, I see, like, sometimes you got to call a spade, and, like, LeBron is still a great piece to have on your team. I just wonder if they're not going to need, like, one other thing, other piece.
Would you trade LeBron?
No. No, I'm not saying get rid of him, but, like, you need to upgrade from, like, the Rui and the Marcus Smart. Like, you need one better piece that's, like, could maybe do it the nights that you don't, that maybe it's not going to be the night for Luka or the night for Austin. Or LeBron, because what he showed us so far is that it's not going to be like
him every night.
It's going to be far and few between a night that LeBron will take over. Like, we haven't seen him do one yet this year. Let's see if he gets to it. But who could be the person after that? That's why you have those games, I feel like, where you need to have a little bit more, like something a little bit more. It ain't Maxi Kleba smoking a layup and LeBron SMHing on the sideline, but Luka's going crazy. I'm looking at these numbers right here. I just pulled up the stats, bro. Brother. 35 a game?
Yes.
35, 9 and 9.
Come on.
Is that MVP? It's my MVP numbers. That is crazy, bro. I'm just saying, like, that's crazy, man.
Well, the problem is that you got SGA who's right in front of them with the number 1 seed who can average those numbers but only plays 3 quarters. So it makes it difficult in my eyes, where it's like, yes, Luka, and now if Luka can sustain the Lakers being in the 2 seed for the rest of the season, it's a very high possibility.
Yeah, all right, let's be real about it right now. Let's be real. I want you to tell me if you really think that, like, the Lakers are, like, good enough, like, what you see from the Lakers you think is good enough that they could get the 1st seed, like, overtake OKC.
No.
But I do. You think they're good enough to outpace every other team?
I think they're good enough.
That's fair. It's fair to say that so far.
4 through 2, I think they're good enough to be 4 through 2. I think
I'll give you that.
And to sustain 4 through 2, I think with the play, I think I'm looking at Ayton. I'm surprised at how much he's kind of elevated and he's done his game. I think Austin Reeves is playing himself out of a contract at the end of the day, because I don't think we're ever going to be resigning him if he ends up going crazy this next year and his player option for next year. But other than that, I mean, I don't see anybody, because J-Dub ain't even playing for the Thunder.
Yeah, he barely came back.
That's what I'm saying. He barely even playing. He ain't playing. He just doing cardio, getting warmed up. So.
And Chet's been just chilling too. Like, look at the stats. You're like, it's nothing crazy. They just are. That's like when you watch their basketball. It's just a brand of basketball, of winning basketball.
Listen,
right?
Listen, I just gotta say, shout out to Josh Giddey, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have this dynasty that they have today.
He's been balling.
Josh Giddey has been balling.
Yo, he's been like triple-double machine.
I know. Shout out to fantasy.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Josh Giddey in fantasy.
Okay.
I was like, wow, I did not expect Josh Giddey to come up like this.
Yeah, I don't have any other major news from the Lakers to talk about besides the fact you've seen that Jeannie Buss, like, fired the brothers.
Oh, yes.
The Buss brothers was kind of cut off from, like, the front office and interactions and stuff. And I guess, like, sometimes you got to, cut out the tomfoolery, take charge. Like, I'm running this ship. So,
do you think this is the end of an era since they sold? You know what I mean? To that situation. Do you think now that Jeannie Buss is kind of kicked out her brothers, it's kind of like, all right, Jeannie, you got another 10 years, you got another decade, Jeannie.
So they got to win. They
got to get a ring.
Gotta win
one more ring, Jeannie, and then you're out of here.
They got to get a ring.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it was a family-owned business, and now look at it.
Yeah.
I know.
I still
Now
don't.
he owns the Dodgers and the Lakers. That whole organization.
What's the money gonna do?
I think the Lakers will always be a big storyline in the NBA. It's just how it is. Same thing with my team, the Celtics. I want to stay though. Like I'm telling, like this is what my mind is telling me.
Talk to me.
21-1 is like this is the most underrated 21-1 that like basketball fans like. Co-workers that I have that love talking about basketball, no one's going like, oh my God, bro. When the Warriors were on that run after they won and they were on this run to start the year, everyone was like, the Warriors, could they beat the Bulls of 96, 95, 96? No one is saying nothing. It's like this is the most underrated 21-1 that I've ever seen, sure.
And I think the reason why is because it's so lopsided in the West. I think the West right now is so lopsided in terms of teams. You got, 3 or 4 teams with under 10 wins at the end of the day? So it's like the Thunder is just a well-oiled machine, and they know how to play basketball. So will injury hurt them? We don't know. But, I mean...
Dynasty.
I think people... I mean, do people really enjoy watching the Oklahoma City Thunder play basketball? That's what. That's what it boils down to. A lot of people don't. It's the same thing when the Golden State Warriors were going through their thing. A lot of people didn't like.
What is making you? Why do you say people don't like watching Oklahoma City?
No, I'm just saying. I'm like it's like you kind of know what you're gonna get. SGA is gonna get to the free throw line. He's gonna get to his little mid range. You got some tall guys who's gonna get rebounds. You're gonna play solid defense. There's not a lot of high flying dunking. There's not a lot of.
That's exactly what it is.
You see what I'm saying? There's not a big man that's taking over
compare when you compare it to like the Golden State Warriors when their dynasty happened. Like Steph Curry was like a machine that he threw the ball from anywhere and he made it in. I feel like that hype that when he was growing that 3-point shot. That elevated fans to come and watch that too. Plus, they were dynasty, champions. So I feel like that's more inclined to
those
be
first 2
watching
championships for sure.
Compared to a fundamentally great team
when
like the
when
Thunder.
KD went there, it was the same thing. It's boring. We know who's going to win and what's going to happen. Right. It's because you're so dominant. That's like I think that's like when you watch really good fighters in a UFC fight and the fans are like, that's so boring. Why is he grappling? Why is this? It's like, well, it's like you're not going to enjoy watching a chess match then. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's more technical and more cerebral, and you either like that aspect of it or you don't. Personally, I thought the NBA Finals last year was amazing. Like, I watched the whole 7-game series and was like, this is a great series. Like, I don't know a single person that I talked to the finals about who said they didn't like it, and that was the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was their brand of basketball too. Yeah. Now, is it your dancing partner helps you a lot of the time? Could be because the Indiana Pacers are a fast pace. Let's push the ball. So it really made the styles clash. Like styles make fights, they say in fighting, boxing, or UFC too. Styles make basketball games, I guess, because I feel like I enjoy watching them play, but are you going to be as engaged if it's up by 20, 25 from the third quarter going into the fourth? No, but is it because Oklahoma City's boring? Or is it just because we're like, all right, the game is not competitive no more?
No, see what I mean? No. I think obviously as an NBA fan and as someone who watches the game, who studied the game, I think it's awesome to see, and I'm like, okay, this is great. Like as a historian perspective, as a fan perspective, yes, it's extremely boring. It's extremely boring when you know a team's going to be up 25. It's like, okay, it's the third quarter. They're putting their entire subs in. Yep. And your favorite player that you pay to see to maybe score a game-winning shot or a game-winning mid-range or a three-point or whatever, or score 60, scored his little 27 or 29 or 32, 10 and 8, and then he sits down and you're like, can he do more? Can he and I think that's more what it is. And I think when we look at it too, it's like we don't have an American-born NBA superstar, so that also makes it to the casual fan semi-boring. You know what I mean? There's a lot of reasons why I say that. I necessarily still love the Thunder. I think SGA is one of the best players in the league, if not the best player in the league, other than Joker. But yeah, I think watching it, and actually being like, am I going to watch 10 games of the Thunder game by the third quarter? I'm like, I'm asleep.
Yeah, but that's not by a fault of their own.
No, it's not.
Or because their style of play is boring. It's just because of the competitiveness.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like we got to value something while it's there. It's just like how we knew every year. Was it boring when LeBron's Cavs beat every team in the East?
But people said that.
We knew it was going to happen.
People said that.
And I didn't think it was boring, no, personally, but you're right. I will say this. In fairness, basketball viewership has gone down a lot since like the early 2000s, like going into the 2010s to now 2020s. Right. It's not necessarily like it's like skyrocketed, but I do think that that's what the NBA wants to do. They want it to be a little more international with the Slovenias of Luka and the Serbians for Nikola Jokic and the Canadians for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Greeks and Europeans for Giannis. They want the game to do that because I think they want the viewership to be high. When it's a competitive series, though, it's very, very, very interesting, as evidenced by last year's finals. So hopefully, this is what I'll say right now. If I'm looking at it, I feel like they're going to win. They could very well get to the 70 game threshold. Just like we've rarely seen it. Right. At this rate, though, they should get to the 70.
Could beat the Warriors' regular season record.
I don't know if they could beat the Warriors' regular season record.
70, right? How many?
But they should get
70 and 12. They'd lose 12 games.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Like so, if the Warriors went 73-9, they didn't lose 10 games, but it's still. It's a feat in itself. A 60-game season is watching the Celtics be bad, like or mid for a few years. When I see them win 60, I'm like, damn, we won a lot of games this year.
So 60's a lot.
And I think they'll easily win 60, and I think it's like one of those things where as long as everybody stays injury free, they're gonna be Gucci. So
yeah.
But like I said, when you're winning by 15, 16 points. Point differential every single game. By the third quarter, it's like, bruh, like, you know what I'm saying?
In the future, if they do have like an all-time great season and we look back on it, it's just going to be that legacy. So I'm trying to appreciate like something that's good for what it is. But you're right that it's like, I understand why the NBA numbers haven't necessarily, like viewership numbers haven't skyrocketed with where it's at. Although I do think there's a lot of competitiveness in the East versus the West.
Yes.
Because looking at the East, like the West, to me, it's the same like we kind of all had the same team circled, I feel like. We said Oklahoma City, Lakers, Rockets, and Nuggets, right? Yep. Those were the main ones I heard us talk about. Yeah. Not like we didn't mention, like special mention some other teams, but those are the main ones I feel like we talk about, and I like that they're sitting there. Yeah. Meanwhile, the East is very competitive.
Extremely.
Yeah, very, very competitive. So
Pistons are strong still, too.
That's your boy. It's actually David's boy this year.
Come on,
fantasy basketball.
Come
Kate
on,
Cunningham. Shout out to
Cunningham. Baby. 28 points. Wow.
Listen, shout out to my fantasy team, my NBA fantasy team. Y'all are holding it down for the boy. I did not know, again, I was going to use all of my NFL juju for NBA, but I guess this is just is what it is. I'm going to win the NBA championship this year.
Shout out to Camden. This is your best year by far. Me and Camden are in the 1 and 2, 5-1, baby. Shout out to the league.
I'm 2 and 4.
Shout out to my brother. I'm playing my brother Paul. He's looking at me in the background with a middle finger right now. I'm playing him this week, but I'm trying to get that W. But no, to look at the East standings and to talk about that how competitive it is, I still feel like you tell me right now, from what we've seen from the 17-4, is that what they're
17-4,
17-4 Pistons or the 12-9 Celtics, like you let them play in a series right now, and like who would you're telling me Toronto 15-7 at the 2 seed, Celtics at the 7 seed, 12-9. You're still, most people looking in will probably say, oh, Celtics could still win that, have a chance, could compete. It just goes to show you the level of competitiveness in the East this year, going down the line. So I'm still surprised that Toronto and Miami are sitting as high as they are in those standings.
I think it's got to be a system situation due to the fact of injury, because there's no way when you're looking at the straight up players over there that they should be doing in any business being in the top 5.
The Heat, right?
Yeah.
Toronto has a lot of talent.
Toronto does have a lot of young talent.
I didn't think they were going to get better that quick, though.
No, not even close.
But that Spo, huh?
Listen,
Coach Spo.
He recently won his 800th win.
He's a great coach, dude.
He's good.
When you spend your entire life in a certain system, whether it's watching film, scouting, now coaching, NBA championships, you've led LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to give him his flowers. I think he's a very underrated top 10 coach of all time, I think. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he got a couple rings. He's
he
done
got them
some
rings.
stuff. He got the wins. And he's had I think, other than, when he got a divorce from his wife before his extension, Pat Riley said, let me know when them ink dry because I'm going to give you another about $300 million. And now he's chilling. So I'm just saying, he does no wrong in my book. Spo's cool.
And I also like how they got Norman Powell as well.
Come on.
So when he's playing,
Good pickup.
he's
talking about
balling.
him last
He's
year.
balling. I think he's like 18 points per game.
He had some posters on the Clippers
Yes,
last
he did.
year. And
So
then
I feel like it's a
shake my head. And shake
Davion
Good
Mitchell
acquisition.
playing well.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
the certain players that I didn't. Jaime Jaquez.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Asa Jaime.
I say how
Yeah, they're playing though. I feel like above their like everyone will regress to the mean,
Of course.
Because then you look at some of the teams there, like Buck. All right, let me ask you guys about the Bucks because there's a lot of news coming out about them.
crazy news,
I've
guys.
been told you I'm not sure. I believe in these mediocre Milwaukee Bucks, but they're not even in the play-in right now.
Listen,
They're not even in the play-in right now.
Listen,
They're at 11.
Listen, my cousin was calling me during Thanksgiving, and we had a talk because sometimes during the Thanksgiving holiday we gotta take that cousin walk. He was out of town, but I still took the walk in honor of both of us. He's not very happy, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's the team. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's all of the above. But him and his agent, he said his agent was talking. He said he might want to come see me in LA.
Yeah.
He said he might want to come visit me. I told him he could come for a visit. My house ain't that big. Y'all been to my crib. It ain't that big, but you know what I mean? I can figure something out for a 7-footer. But yeah, I think he's leaving. I think he's leaving. He's coming to the land of the living.
Coming to the La La Land.
That's what I mean.
Is that the piece that we were talking about that we need?
He asked me. He was asking me what the weather was like. I told him I'd be golfing all year round. You know what I mean? Me and the MSD crew be having a good time. So I don't know.
I mean, I will say how you would be frustrated in a similar position, I feel like, where you went from competing in the playoffs perennially, winning a finals MVP, winning an NBA championship to mediocre, knocked out in first round every year. No one fears us no more. Fear the deer? Fear who?
Who?
Like, what is there to fear?
Who?
You keep cycling through coaches. The pieces around just ain't working that you try to fill in.
Every former Hall of Fame coach comes into Milwaukee and tries to do something and does nothing. Now we have Mr. Chocolate Doc Rivers. So
It's sad.
It's ridiculous.
It's sad. I'm not gonna lie.
It's ridiculous.
Man,
I told you.
he has to find a new team.
You know what I'm saying?
He's averaging 30, 10, and 6, guys.
wasting my cousin's talent.
And he's on pace
Wasting.
to average 30, 10, and 5 for the 4th consecutive season.
Wasting.
NBA. Every other player combined has 8. Wow.
Wasted.
What a crazy
time.
stat. But yeah, he's wasting his primes right now.
Come on.
Sounds like Aaron Judge.
I wouldn't be mad if he went somewhere.
To the Lakers.
He needs a new team.
Hey, well, who?
Nation will be crazy. I'll give up everybody.
Everybody.
Rui, everybody, every bench.
You give up Rui.
Yep.
You give up Connect.
Yep.
You give
all
up,
of them. All of
you
them.
give up Ayton.
Vanderbilt.
It's not nearly enough.
Vanderbilt. You give up Ayton.
It's not
Sure.
nearly enough.
I give everybody.
Yep. Everybody.
Even
give what's his
AR.
name? Yeah. Even give Reeves.
it's not gonna work because you're gonna need many first round picks. Look at the precedent sent by
2 first
set by
rounds.
trades.
We'll give him 2
no.
first rounders.
What did they send for Desmond Bain?
Let me see.
Look at what they sent for Desmond Bain.
I think the league has understood that they can't do that.
I'm telling you. Look at what they sent for Rudy Gobert. It's been the precedent has been set. There's no way we saw what Paul George too. We see how trading for someone at a star caliber at that time for what it requires has actually created a monster. Like the Clippers essentially created a monster in the Thunder because it's all them picks that they sent over there
For nothing.
for an SGA for Paul George.
Oh yeah, that trade was
So think about it. But yeah, look at 3 first rounders and a 2029 first round pick swap, but top 2 protected.
That's crazy work.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy
That's
work.
crazy.
With KCP and Cole Anthony.
That's what I'm
crazy
saying.
work.
So like that's for Desmond Bain, bro. Like Giannis, you need
got to be a whole receipt.
I'm about to say,
gotta be everything.
I was like, Desmond Bain is a bum compared to Giannis.
The only one who could afford it is OKC because they have everyone's first round pick right now.
Oh, you're right.
So
They
what would you
collected
do?
a whole.
You give all of your first round picks for Giannis?
Yeah, I mean, you give 4 first round picks. I guess you offer 4 because that's what was offered.
That's what's
now.
offered, and
Maybe you offer 5 or 4 in Chet for
4 in
Giannis,
Chet for
and it's
Giannis,
done.
and it's done. Yo, that would be nasty work.
5 in Chet for Giannis.
Maybe take out 1 first round and add a Jalen Williams because you don't really need a 4.
You don't even need Jalen Williams.
You know what I'm saying?
I would keep J Dub though because we're talking about a 2-way.
For what? You have Giannis.
No,
you
but
have
we're
Giannis.
talking about a 2-way All NBA player too.
You don't think Giannis
But
can
what
be
if we
the
keep
two-way
Chet then and
NBA?
give away Jalen?
No, I'm saying get rid of Chet. You don't need the big guy if you got Giannis.
Or
Giannis
keep Chet and
is
get rid of-
That's such
Oh,
an
okay.
upgrade. Hardenstein is fine for backup.
Hardenstein is fine.
Hardenstein is nasty in the backup. When he played last year, look at what happened.
He stepped up for
He
Chet, though.
elevated
Nah,
them
he-
so
yeah,
much.
he
They
did,
went
he
from
did, he
being
did.
they went from getting knocked out by the Mavericks to winning the championship,
he
and I
did.
think he was a big part of it.
Definitely.
Alex Caruso as well. Like,
I give up half this roster.
Everybody. I give everybody.
I want Giannis
I
in my
give
team.
up. I give up LeBron, AR, and Rui.
I'll give you a question.
All right, talk to me.
JB in like a few first round picks for Giannis to pair him with JT. Would you? Because that's
Would I trade the Baldy? I don't know. I mean, I like the Baldy.
Who's going to be my point in that situation?
Yeah. Who's my point
my
guard?
number
well,
one? Who's my one?
our point guard right now in the Celtics
Who will be one?
is Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard's the point guard in the
Pritchard is
Celtics
right
right
now?
now.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't trust.
He's
that
like a
man.
scoring
I feel like you need a
point guard,
stronger.
though.
I feel like you need a
can't
stronger
trust it.
PG
yeah,
for that one.
Yeah, you need a way stronger PG for that. I need to keep a pick
nice-
so I can
a
drop
nice
the PG because I can't give away just JB.
But damn, the 2 forwards would be 5-star. 5-star would be nuts.
Yeah,
that would be nuts. But you need a nice. I feel like a nice point
yeah, I
guard.
need somebody.
Yeah, no, but we could always, that could be the next piece you get after. That's like how we added Drew Holiday and Porzingis. Like, it's
That's
okay,
true. That's
it's
true.
okay because, like, that's the sort of point guard you could get, like a veteran point guard who's good, knows how to be a leader on a playoff team.
So so you're talking about trading JB? Do you think JB his kind of his time is done?
I think he's playing well, though. I think he's
are you over the JB experience?
He's the one-
I
he's the
think
one
he's
scoring option,
he's
right,
playing
for you
well.
guys.
I think some people, like my coworker, he was telling me, I expected more of Jaylen Brown. I'm like, what is he not doing that you expected? Like, he plays defense 2 ways. You know he's gonna dribble the ball when he goes left hand. He might dribble one off his knee and go out of bounds, right? But he's already has more 30-point games this year than he did all of last year. So I'm not really sure what further we're looking for. The team has changed its composition dramatically, and I think that Jaylen Brown is one of the reasons we're still succeeding.
Here's my issue looking at his stats.
Oh damn, 29.
Jaylen Brown is averaging 29 points a game. Okay, cool. I like the 30. I like that. All right.
Okay.
He's averaging 6 rebounds.
Okay.
Okay. He's averaging 4.8, only 5 assists.
Okay.
1.1 steals, 0.5 blocks, 3.6 turnovers a game.
Oh damn.
So when you look at him, he's almost doubling the next closest guy, if not almost tripling some others. So in my opinion, his ability to not able to handle the ball and even not dish out the rock. Now, if he was averaging 29, 8, and 6 with those turnovers, I'm cool with that. But in actuality, with the turnovers, it's almost 4 turnovers at 3.6. He's averaging really 2 assists a game. When you average the turnovers and the assists, it's only 2 assists.
Well, it doesn't quite work like that. The turnovers might be coming from more ball possessions of let JB cook and take a 1v1 ISO and try to drive, and you can't all. It's like, you know what I mean? The stats will get inflated. It's like Russ had more turnovers the years that the stats was going up.
I hear you, but
know?
I'm just looking at the assists. If he had more assists, I feel a little bit
5
better,
assists a game is like,
but it's kind of weak.
it's low, but it's not he doesn't play like a ball facilitator. You know what I mean? It's like Clay. It's like being like, why does Klay Thompson at his prime only have 5 assists per game?
But
he's was a great shooter, but he wasn't as good. He was a good defender, not as good as JB, but he couldn't drive to the cup and slam like JB could. You know what I mean? It's different skill sets. I think he's more like a prime Klay Thompson, like that sort of level. And I don't think I'm expecting more than 5 assists. I actually think that's pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, I thought D White was gonna go crazier, but D White's only averaging 5 assists as well.
Right.
So it's a team effort.
But I'm saying but because I feel like you should, as the number one option, you're getting double teamed. You should be averaging more assists because you be getting double teamed, and it's not like you got JT. Everybody know you getting the ball. You ain't putting your players in position. I think that's why I don't think that JB as a leader is a guy that we want to really follow, because I look at his numbers and I look at where this team is at. And
I don't know. The numbers are great though. The numbers are 33 minutes, 29 points. This is what I'll say too. Maybe we could look at another team who has like a lot of who has like someone who's like got a lot of assists that you think is a good ball facilitator. Like we could call it Jokic, or we could call it like another point guard. And we could look at their team, because the Celtics have 3 players who are averaging 5 assists a game. So like maybe like it's just like, I don't know. The way that I'm looking at it is that like it's distributed between 3 people, as most teams might have like a 1 and a 2. You know what my only like. I don't want to be so harsh on JB just because we downgraded the talent on our team so much and be like, he's not getting dudes open, when it's like, who am I giving the ball to? Josh Minott and Luka Garza? You know what I mean? Like, we got to be real. It's like, for me, that's like where I'm looking at it. Like or you see Jokic in Murray. It's like we got 11 assists and then 6 assists, you know? Next person falls to 3. That's good. Like, I feel like 5 assists a game.
But even like when you look at Detroit, right? We're looking at Cade Cunningham with 28.2. He's averaging about 6.5 rebounds a game. He's averaging 9.3 assists. He's averaging.
He's a point guard,
steals, but he's averaging the 4. But he's also averaging the 4.2 turnovers.
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
So I understand the turnovers having a high turnover to ratio rate.
Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown again is not a point guard.
Yeah.
And he's still averaging this many turnovers. And I'm gonna say, if you're gonna have this many turnovers, at least have a couple more assists, so it looks a little bit more.
Yeah.
Relaxing to me.
I guess.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I have to look at the turnover numbers to be honest and understand it better, because like even if you look at most teams' number one option, I think it's going to be
high.
That's where the turnover number will be.
I agree.
That's average. If it was bad, like if we're talking like 6 a game, I think we could really go in the territory of like, you're not taking care of the ball.
I understand the ratio being around 2, and I'm okay with that because of the fact that it's like, okay, like you're a point guard, or you know what I mean. So like I get that, but Jaylen is over 2.2, and I think that's where when I look.
But that's not a lot. I mean, compared to league averages, it's not a lot. I mean, I don't know. I guess you're right. It's not like the assist numbers could be better, but from what I've watched of the Celtics, I like it. But I watched a lot of Celtics basketball last year, and I've watched a decent amount of Celtics basketball this year. I think he's playing better. I thought, like, my only point where I started it with my coworker telling me, like, JB hasn't really improved. I'm like, the numbers say otherwise, but some people still, I guess the eye test, it ain't passing. You know what I mean? That might be where we're getting at. I'm not sure, like, exactly what it is. For me, I like what I'm seeing, but evidently... You know, but I felt the same way about D White this year. I thought D White was about to turn it up this year too.
That's what I thought too. I feel like if he was averaging more assists, even JB's number will even more escalate higher into the 30s, maybe like 32. Yeah, if he was more of a facilitator.
But the roster, think about the roster and the way that we changed it. We added Anthony Simons, right? Another point guard who's like a scoring heavy point guard. Yeah. Peyton Pritchard is a scoring heavy point guard. Derek White is a point guard that's like known for his defense and 3-point shooting, right? Yeah. It's not really like the way our team is. I don't really see it as someone can average like 8, 9, 10 assists with this team. We would need to bring a traditional person in like that. And honestly, it might be a good observation that might be what we need when JT comes back and we look at it next year. Because truth is, if we look at the Celtics roster this year, I'm not quite sure that it's a championship roster that you could be like, that's a championship roster. Maybe second round in playoffs, right? Maybe second round.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm just hoping out, but I guess the discussion is still, the jury is out. We'll see. We'll check back in on JB because I think this is a good recurring one to check back in on, because obviously, like, we kind of all sit somewhere in the spectrum differently a little bit.
He's a decent player, but we expected, some of us expected a little bit more. That's just me. I tell you, the NBA's been heating up. It's only been a couple games. I know, but we really starting to get it cracking.
How about the slide off for the Sixers in the last couple of weeks? Remember, they started so hot. Sixers come to mind because I don't know if you saw, they got fined. They took a hefty fine because you know how Embiid's always hurt.
What happened? Talk to me.
They didn't disclose the injury report soon enough that he was going to be playing. Yeah, they said they had him listed as out, and then they upgraded him to healthy too fast, so they got fined 100 racks for it. I know.
So what does that mean? Like, so you're saying, you're expecting him not to play a game, and then he does play?
They had him listed out, and then I think only 6 hours notice or something,
8 hours.
Yeah, they didn't give. It wasn't enough notice that you're supposed to give, so they got fined 100 racks.
6 hours.
You can't be playing games like that.
He woke up and said, I want to play. They said, put me in, coach.
I think he does want to play, too, and they're just being hyper cautious with that knee swelling and stuff. No,
you're right.
Because he missed a lot of games.
He has a load management, too.
Exactly, and he missed a lot of games this year. I hope people are hoping that he stays down, because if he comes back and can regain some form,
it might be nasty.
And it's going to be trouble for fantasy league. I'll tell y'all that.
Come on.
Embiid come back healthy, it's going to be trouble.
Who has Embiid?
I have Embiid. I know. That's what I'm saying.
He said, I'm waiting.
I'm like, bro, if Embiid comes back and he's a shell of himself, he should be the number 2 option on that team. It should remain Tyrese Maxey should be the new featured option on that team. Definitely. But if Embiid can be healthy and play, I don't see why he can't be a easy 20-10 per night type guy still. But let's see if he can stay healthy.
We'll see.
Another person who can't stay healthy. You guys heard about the big guy. Big guy in New Orleans. Mr. Hip Abductor.
Rip sneaker.
Bro, I mean,
Zion.
I don't think, whereas we think, I don't think that the jury is still out on this one. I think it's safe to say after all these years of the injuries now, can we trust Zion no more? I think this is it. That was the last year that someone takes him wherever they took him in fantasy, or we put our faith that Zion will play 70 plus games.
Listen, he went down to New Orleans. Found out about that Louisiana crawfish or Louisiana, barbecue, whatever he found out. He said, I don't need to play no games no more. I can eat. That's all I got to worry about. The boy is a bum at this point. And it's not an issue of, you can't play, because when you do play, you're excellent. The problem is you can't stay on the court. And anybody who can't stay on the court is a bum. So, shout out to the bum.
Also, to add on top of that, not even this season when he was playing, he was good. It's not even like he was wow, when you were playing, you're fucking good.
Yeah, tell me the stats here.
Right now, he was only 22 points per game, and it's
it's pretty good, but it's
not bad. Not for a Zion. I expect 26, 27,
with
12
DeJounte Murray down and Brandon Ingram traded, I would have sure thought that you're averaging
not 22.
Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying.
So it's not even that too. He's just a bum in general.
Listen, man, he had that one blowout situation when he was at Duke. He got that paper. And he ran away with the bag. He's one of the greatest thieves that we've ever seen in this generation.
He's so talented and he's so crazy. He jump out the gym, jump out his shoes,
jump out the face.
I wonder if he can stay on the court for a season.
He can't.
I'm sorry, I don't think he can.
It's not gonna happen.
How old is this guy?
I think he's younger.
25.
Yeah, he's still young. He can stay.
Hey, man, he's 25 in years, but he's about 88 in dog years, NBA years.
But he played 10 this season. He played 30 last season.
He's not playing. He's out. He's out the league.
Oh, my gosh, 29.
He's out the league, baby.
I know, it's sad. He had the 60-game season and a 70-game season.
This is what Zion that I expect. That 27, 26. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even 23 and playing 70 games is fine for me.
Not for Zion.
You got to have a little bit more. Your rebounds got to go up a little bit, though, if you're going to be a big guy.
The hype that you had, that number one, nah, it's not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that. You're supposed to be an all perennial talent.
I saw him as Giannis.
You're supposed to be a top 100 player.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be.
I expect it to be like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now what happened?
Like your cousin.
Come on.
He could still be all-star
Like, he
level,
ain't
but
your
I just
cousin.
don't. I think that we
All-star
can't. Really,
what?
He could be an all-star, but
All-star what? A celebrity all-star? Definitely. He could be a celebrity all-star, win the celebrity all-star contest.
he's gonna have to be healthy though.
He's gonna have to.
He can't even play that one.
He can't play that.
Gonna have to start there.
Shoot.
Damn.
Come
I know.
on.
I feel like the West, we know. I mean,
Yeah.
OKC is running. It runs through the West. I'm sorry, the West runs through OKC right
Correct.
now.
Yeah.
East.
Correct.
Any like? Any thoughts on what you guys think?
Okay, I need at least to the All-Star break because there's nobody blowing.
I'm gonna tell you who I think, and I think that the onus is on them to get it done this year. New York Knicks. I
Yep.
think that
Yep.
they got the roster together. They got the talent. You got rid of Tibbs and you brought in Mike Brown. So it's like, okay, this is the year you got to use your continuity to go. It's okay where they're sitting in the standings, fourth. Let's see how the seedings kind of play out as the year goes on. But I think this has to be the next year, or else they're cooked.
Implode, or would you? If the Knicks don't win a championship, are you dismantling that situation?
I mean, you got to change
Might have
something.
to, yeah.
Are we trading somebody? Mikal
Yeah.
Bridges or somebody?
Yeah,
We
someone big.
trading Cat?
I don't know if it's Bridges, because Bridges they sent all those picks for.
And he's playing well right now.
I mean, you sent so many picks to get Bridges.
I think-
It's got to be Cat, or it's got to be like Brunson. Like it's got to be one of the big dogs who's like going to be making too much money.
Yeah, I feel like you have to keep Cat or Brunson, one or the other, and then build off.
I'd
and
trade
throw
Brunson.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Cat.
give him a year though. We'll see.
Cat's looking for an extension right now from the Knicks too. So
So I
gotta
don't
look at
know.
that.
I don't know.
I still got my eyes on the Cavs too. Don't count out
still
the
in the
Cavs
play-ins, I
quite
think.
yet. Yeah, I'm not counting out the Cavs quite
seventh seed,
yet.
yeah, 13 and 10.
Yeah. So
See what happens.
Yeah, but I definitely see potential in Bucks, I guess.
Not cousin leaving. Ain't no
But if he
potential.
leaving, yeah, no more.
There ain't no potential.
Yeah,
it's
once
early,
he
it's
leaves,
early
it's
in the
over.
year. There's a lot of time for a run to happen. Celtics, once upon a time, a few years back when Ime Udoka was the coach, was like 500 through January, and then we went on that crazy run to end the year like 30-5 and won like 60 games and had a good run in the playoffs. So it can happen. It's not you can click. It can happen down the second stretch of the season.
half, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's all. I mean, I got everything off my mind that I had on NBA. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I want my Celtics to do a little bit better, but I'm happy because the last 3 times I've watched the game, they've won. I watched them play the Cavs the other day. Great game. We're not going to make it. We didn't make it in the NBA Cup, but as long as we stick around the standings,
Stick around the standings.
I'll be happy. I know.
Oh man. Speaking of standings, and speaking of, man, I mean, I need to ask you guys a question. How was your Thanksgiving? Did you guys have a great time? Did you guys eat? Did you guys get to relax a little bit? Because I know I saw you guys a couple days before, and we were talking about this wonderful Thanksgiving gift that one of the greatest organizations has ever given us. The NFL, baby, gave us not 1, not 2, but 3 Thursday games that we were able to watch, as well as a Black Friday game. Should we start with Thanksgiving? I feel like that's fair. I feel like
start.
you know what I mean. Many of our viewers are kind of getting off the weight of at those Thanksgiving turkeys. YBK.
Oh man,
YBK.
yes sir.
Talk to me. I mean, did you watch anything on Thanksgiving? I know, for usually you're a little bit busy, but I was wondering, did you see any of the Thanksgiving games?
I personally did not watch any football on Thanksgiving.
Shake my head.
Wow. He
could've-
admitted it.
Yes, I did not watch any football,
Sacrilege.
but my Philadelphia Eagles are going on a downhill roller coaster.
Well, that was Friday. So what we gotta. Well,
Oh yeah, that was Black Friday.
that was Black
the Bears
Friday.
game, right?
That was Black Friday.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
We'll talk about
All right.
We'll talk about Black Friday. However, I think there's one guy that we need to talk about.
Well, tell me about Thanksgiving.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about. Listen,
some of us, shout out to my hospitality workers and everyone else working on Thanksgiving. Some of us, it was at work.
I hear
might have still had the football game on the side. Might have still snuck into the cafeteria a few times to watch some drives. You know what I mean? But tell them about it.
We started early. There were, you know what I mean, for some of us on the West Coast, the others on the East Coast. There was a 1:00 East Coast game, 10 a.m. West Coast game. The Green Bay Packers played the Detroit Lions, and Jordan Love, with a career high, had 4 passing touchdowns to beat the Detroit Lions 31-24. I thought it was a wonderful game. Jordan Love kind of showed that he could throw the ball to anybody, and that Matt LaFleur is still that guy as a coordinator. How did we feel about Jordan Love? Was this a breakout game for him, or do you think that this was just an inept Detroit Lions team at this point?
No, I mean, he's had these games, though. That's why I was even sitting here debating about when we was talking about would I take Jordan Love or would I take Stafford? It's like, if we're talking about in a flash in a pan, Stafford's having a better year this year, but I would rather have Jordan Love over the next 5 to 10 years if you're asking me who I would want. He's had these sort of games, efficient, a lot of touchdowns, but maybe not like 300, 400 yards, but you know what I mean? He find the end zone. A lot of talent. Dontavion Wicks had a crazy catch.
Wild.
That one touchdown catch, not the first one, was crazy. But I will say the big storyline of the game that stuck out to me early on was Amon-Ra St. Brown hurt in his ankle.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown goes down. How is Detroit gonna get over all the injury? I swear they've had an injury bug since early last year, right? So great performance by Jordan Love and a good fight by the Lions the whole game. I felt.
I mean, Jared Goff threw for 256, had 2 touchdowns. He played pretty well. You know what I mean? Like the man played well. It was a close game.
J-Dub.
You know what I mean? J-Dub was going crazy, doing his thing. 7 for 144 and a touchdown.
Yep.
I was surprised at the end of the day because I really think Green Bay finally has a defense that is able to close the door on teams with Micah Parsons. I think I haven't seen Green Bay. I've seen Green Bay be able to put up points, but I've never seen them really be able to shut down an offense like they did with Detroit in this game. I was surprised as all get up.
Yeah, I mean, Clay Matthews was once upon a time, I remember, nasty. He was supposed to be like a nasty pass rusher when Green Bay was very good. I see Micah Parsons wreaking havoc on fools. Yeah, it's when you're playing with the lead and you could let the pass rushers loose, it's definitely going to be, that's like you said, they have that person who could kind of close the door. And they sure as hell did. And the Lions is now playing for their life. They have a difficult schedule, and it's not getting no easier out there in the NFC.
No.
So
that's true.
Lions are playing for their life now.
Really?
Yeah. Lions are playing for their life.
What is it looking like in the NFC North these days after this loss?
Well, because we'll get to the Bears. The Bears are running have a half game in the division now. I guess is what you call a half game because Packers have that one tie,
something like that.
Is that a third of? How do you even calculate that? It's not like that's interesting. I wonder how you calculate that. I've never seen it before. But anyways, their winning percentage is still better because they got more
wins.
Exactly. So. I mean, it's going to be difficult. The 49ers won.
Yep.
So, like, the wild card ain't going to be easy to crack. Yep. And then you got Seattle and the Rams all pacing right there. So, Lions, it's do or die for them the rest of the year. Can you believe going into this year, I didn't think that would be the case.
I thought it was going to be a walk-in playoffs for the Lions. I thought it was going to be easy breezy summer girl when it comes to that. And it was just going to be, will Jared Goff be able to win a second playoff game? Now do I think the Lions are going to be able to make it to the playoffs because, yes, they tied. I mean, yes, the Green Bay Packers tied, but a team that they ended up tying with also played that Thursday. And when I tell you it was probably one of the craziest games I've seen.
Wow.
The Dallas Cowboys beat the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28. Dak Prescott overcomes Mahomes' fourth quarter magic and delivers a amazing Thanksgiving win. Is Dak top 3 now? Are we putting him in a top 3? He threw for 320, had 2 touchdowns.
Top mid quarterbacks.
Wow.
I mean, he's hot and he's cold. But I mean, on the real, they're 6-5-1. So it's like your win-loss record has to hold some weight.
Yeah.
It can't just be stats. He's a great statistical quarterback. He's always been a good passer. I would not quite say there. I'm already let's put the MVP candidates ahead of him already. Like the Drake May,
come on,
Stafford, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and then let's try to act like, okay, Lamar has been bad since he's come back from injury. Is Dak better than Lamar? No. Is he better than Joe Burrow? No. I mean, that's where I'm at with it, but I'll give him top 10 for sure.
I mean, listen,
I'll give him top 10.
I mean, listen, the boy was 27 and 39, 320. He had 2 touchdowns. He was doing his thing. He beats the Kansas City Chiefs. Ends up being 4-1 at home. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were talking about this on the last pod. What is it, a must win? For who, and who do we think could win? And me and Mike, we were both talking about Dallas could win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, we were both saying they have the ability to win. I mean, how did you feel about watching this game, and how did you feel about Dallas's performance with this new defense?
I will say this. I thought it was a good week for CD because it's all but the talk has been George is the new number 1 and how is CD's the number 2 now, and CD Pa had a great game. Yep. And Mahomes did what he was supposed to do. I think that for me, it was more, did you see Chris Jones being like, that's my fault on a few plays, my fault? He was taking accountability for it. But taking accountability doesn't get you in the win column. And I think the defense for Kansas City that held up in all these close one-score games last year, it just is not holding up. We talked about why does Dallas always play up to competition? They play bad against the bad teams, and then they play great against the great teams. I don't know what to say. They just beat the 2 back-to-back. They beat, and a 21-point comeback, they beat the Super Bowl winner, and then they just beat the other Super Bowl contender in a great game, too.
Wow.
So it's crazy. Good quality wins.
I told y'all last week, the Cowgirls, for some reason, like to show up when the lights are bright, when they got to put on a wedded dress or a ball gown, or they got to go to some gala. They show up looking pretty. But on a regular day, you look like you're getting catfished. Because they just, for some reason, they don't look like they do in their pictures. I'd be confused. Make it make sense to me. But they're winning, and they
might get playoffs too. That's why I'm saying Detroit as well. I mean, they still have a chance for the division, let alone the wild card, because the thing that is going to haunt them or be their saving grace is that tie.
Yeah.
Because if they can win out and they have that tie versus a loss, exactly, and someone else ends up with 10 wins, right? And they're 10-6-1 and someone's 10-7, but it might be tough. You might need the 11 wins to get in out there out west, because
West is so competitive.
That's what I'm saying, because you might need 11 minimum to get in out west. So it's going to be tough, man.
They're all 9.
It's going to be tough. So
it's so tough. NFC is crazy.
How about that night game, though, to wrap it all up?
Come on. I mean, I was hoping that you talked about your boy, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Came back.
Ice in his veins, huh?
Ice in his veins. How did you feel about seeing your boy back? You haven't got to see him in a couple months.
I mean, I didn't think that he was going to come back, actually. I know they kept saying the week before he's almost in form. I thought that they might just say, screw it, but when you're a winner, it's always too little too late with the Bengals, huh? Except for that one year they were relatively healthy and they went all the way to the Super Bowl and almost won. Yep. It's always too little too late. That's what it feels like to me. But Joe Burrow came back as if he ain't missed a step, really. That touchdown pass to Yoshivas was beautiful. Nasty. I didn't expect the Ravens to put up a dud. I swear they get the ball to Derrick Henry early in the game, and then they don't get it to him no more.
This has been a plague of them every single time when they lose. It's like similar to the next game that we're going to talk about. If this man doesn't get 14 to 16 touches, they lose. If he gets less than, if they gets more than 16 touches, they win. If he gets less than 16, they lose every single time. Now he's running down the field, killing them, but
crazy how like the difference is in different divisions. Because we looking at the Bengals 4-8, talking about they could still get in.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy, right?
Ridiculous.
We're talking about Bengals like they could still get in because the division leader is 6-6.
Yep.
So it's possible. It's quite possible. I think they have to play their division opponents all at least once, one more time.
I think looking at the
Right?
standings, I'm about to look at the schedule right now.
It's possible that they can get in.
So they play Buffalo,
Ooh.
Baltimore,
Yep.
Miami, Arizona, Cleveland.
Okay, so they don't got no more games with Pittsburgh.
No.
So that them losing that shootout with Joe Flacco, that 40-point shootout,
that was a big
is gonna like loom over them.
Yep.
That the defense couldn't get a stop.
Yep.
But maybe they can win out and get in. But I guess I'm just happy to see Joe Burrow play because you want the best players and like the faces of the league to play, especially on a night game on Thanksgiving. So
Yep.
it's a great way to have a little dessert. You know, you wake up, you get to bed. You get to bed real early after a nice game like that. You know, they tucked them in real early. They said the division ain't over yet. We don't care.
not
They said, but we gonna have to wake up tomorrow because we got some Black Friday shopping to do.
Come on.
You know, I heard there was some Black Friday festivities as well.
I mean,
Someone was looking for a number 1 seed or something out there.
somebody
in the NFC.
somebody was looking for a number 1 seed. But it looked a little bit difficult. Shout out to my boy Black Jew Kid. I know he was watching the game. We talked about it. And I told him, brother, are you sure? You sure you're not worried about Chicago? And he said, no, I'm not worried about Chicago. They're bums. YBK, what happened?
Oh no!
What happened to your boys?
We are on a downhill roller coaster, like I have said before, and like what me and Mikey talked about. This is coming back to the 2023 Philadelphia Eagles, where it's almost like the same thing over and over again. And the question looms again. Who the hell is Patulo?
Patulo!
Why are we having this tradition of hiring internally like hype men into these OC positions where we can hire these OC positions and be a better team? I do understand when OCs and DCs leave after you win a Super Bowl. Okay, great, because you have that add that to your resume. But damn, why can't we hire some nice OCs and not promote from internally?
I think they want to keep the continuity. They're trying to keep everything the same.
But that's not the same though. It's like it's a different position. This is what you said about Henry too. We talked about this all season long. Why can't we give it the ball to Saquon? And just it's almost a little bit too late now. We coming in week 14. What is it? Week 13? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Saquon had 13 carries.
Yeah, where does it start? Let's break it down. Where does it start, YBK? Because I've been talking about a lot. You can't get the running game going, and the Eagles last year identity was built off Saquon and the tush push aggressiveness. Can we break down both areas right there? Because the instance of the tush push loss we got to talk about, and then we got to talk about Saquon Barkley. How do you get him involved? Is it too little, too late to get him involved? And also, why is the tush push not quite as effective for the Eagles this year?
Well, first off, you think history has always been one to show itself. Whenever we've had a 1,700-yard rusher, the following season there's always been a drastic drop-off. That is what it is. And when you look at what Saquon has had in terms of touches over the last number of years, it just kind of shows you he is gassed. He is truly gassed at the end of the day. I mean, the rushing lanes are not as open as they were last year.
Yeah, I attributed a little bit more to that than Saquon being gassed, but you know
what I'm saying?
Attrition is a part of it for
that's
sure.
what I'm saying. The rushing lanes aren't as open as last year. So if you're a millisecond slower and the rushing lanes are not as open as longer and you're not able to hit those bursts, it's going to close up sooner. Yeah. You got an offensive line who's also a little bit older and teams know how to play them.
Yep.
And I think that's also been a big situation, too. There's more continuity on the linemen.
Yeah, I think you're right. I do think that there needs to be more of an effort to, when there is a hole, to hit it as well, because I saw some replays from the Cowboys game, and it was showing how the offensive line off snap, you know, kind of ran like the offensive, the left guard and left tackle kick out left. And there was a little hole that last year we saw Saquon hitting it all year. But because those holes have been hard to come by this year, he's taking the easy like 2 on the outside instead of those explosive plays. So I'm wondering if it's like a mindset thing, right? Like, what is your offensive coordinator talking to you different about what you should be doing? Who knows?
Or it was like that video where like Ocho Cinco was saying like, I already see the play before the play was already made on the television. Think about the players on the field if we're that transparent and showing the opponents and what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's another big factor I feel like into the season too.
Do you feel as though at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts not rushing the ball or the rushing attempts or the lack of rushing attempts Jalen Hurts has had this year has made a big difference? When you look at this game, and even the course of the last few games, he's averaged around 3 to 4, when last year he was averaging anywhere from 8 to 11 attempts per game, which that kind of that play action or that read kind of is not necessarily the similar movement. So Saquon's not necessarily getting those read option plays as much as he would. Do you think that also could be a
It could be. He got concussed last year, remember?
True.
And so they might be making an effort
careful
to try to take care of him a little bit better. So that could be a big part of it.
Yeah.
Or on the flip side, where is your backup running back who can come in and give you a spark? Because let's look at the Eagles defense. It wasn't the offense only. Eagles defense gave up like 250 plus rushing yards.
Yeah.
This was the first time in many years I saw the stat that 2 running backs had over 125 rushing yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And like men in a long time. It don't happen a lot.
They had 40 rushes combined, had 255 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Crazy, bro.
Like, what are you going to do?
Exposed.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like, you need if it ain't Saquon and it ain't Jalen, you need another running back. Most teams, that's why my pass, we'll get to them, but you got to involve the second
string, third
you need a
string,
second.
But that's where we had AJ Dillon, and I think
the last year's Gainwell,
that's what I'm saying.
that missing pieces.
They
bro.
don't got guys
You're right.
who
That's
really
crazy.
they're feared at the end of the day in the backfield. So it's like if Saquon's back there, okay, we're gonna make sure to stack the box.
Yeah.
And if anybody else is back there, so what?
They gave Caleb a hard day, but I don't know if you guys saw the clip of the touchdown pass he threw, and if you didn't yet, Sam, you should watch it because it was a beauty.
Which one?
The touchdown pass that Caleb Williams threw was great. I got to give him credit. He's very talented. He's got a lot of raw talent, and even though they held him limited for most of the game, watch this throw. Bro, rolling left off the back foot. What do you mean that's not bad? That's that's like an incredible throw.
To ice the game right there. I think that's where it's
Bro, look at off the back foot. You're never supposed to do this.
Look
Look at this.
Oh, the way
his body.
Oh, okay.
That's what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
see
You
that.
never. That's like some Mahomes. And Mahomes does that, and like everyone.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
I seen the man do it in college. That doesn't seem that impressive to me. But it was a decent.
In college, you get
throw.
away. In college, you get away with it. What do they tell you in the NFL? You should never do.
That's true.
Throw against your body. I mean, that's what they say, but that's why, I mean, that was a very talented, that's just a great play by a great player. You know what I mean? The defense, for the most part, played well against the passing game of the Bears. It was the running game that really killed them. So I'm not really sure, actually, what to give you constructive feedback for the Eagles, because I think they're in a similar boat as the Indianapolis Colts. I think that they're teams that peaked and were on a really good run and have good offense, good defense, but when you play against a good team and you have a star or someone you can shut down, like you shut down Saquon, and look at how it stymies the whole operation. Yep. You know, it's not like the New England Patriots. The only person you can ask to shut down is Drake May. There's no star. Everyone gets involved. It's whoever we need this game that day. So I feel like, okay, yeah, AJ Brown has 100 yards and 2 tutties or whatever, but are we forcing him the ball? It's not natural. It's not everyone getting involved in the game and multiple touches for running backs and multiple touches for wide receivers.
I mean,
that's for me
Yeah.
You need variety.
But you're 100% right that. Like, if you look at the receiving, even for the targets, you have A.J. Brown had 12. You had Devontae Smith had 8. Dallas Goedert had 4. Hodson had 3. And then everybody else had 1 and 2. They didn't even catch any balls. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's no real continuity of, this person might get the ball. You kind of know. If AJ's not going to get the ball, Smith's going to not get the ball. As a dump off, then Goddard's going to most likely get the ball. If not, then Jaylen Brown's going to either take a sack or he's going to throw it away. And it's like, you know what I mean? There's just not even a check down to Saquon. Like, that's ridiculous to me.
I know. Get him involved. We've seen him get those bursts, too, on those plays, those little sideline check down, and he go for 40. He still has the burst. That's why I've seen him do it a few times this year. It's just we haven't seen him break a run yet, though.
Yeah.
Who do you guys have on your schedule next week?
You
have a big one. I feel like you have a tough Detroit.
Monday night.
The Chargers.
The Chargers.
Oh, Chargers. That's right.
Monday night
My
in
brother.
Los Angeles.
Chargers Raiders are next, but I feel like we got to do something here.
Y'all better do something when I'm showing up on Monday night, Philly. Y'all better do something.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'll give my prediction.
Talk to me.
27-20 Chargers.
What?
I think Chargers.
Eagles 3-game losing streak.
I think so.
Oh my
Because
god!
what I see is let's actually see if Justin Herbert is healthy and can play the game. They said that it's just day to day after he had the little surgery on the fractured bone in his left hand. We'll have to see. I think that the Chargers are going to win this game, though. Wow. I just do. I don't feel like a sense of urgency from the Eagles, and I feel the Chargers realize there's a sense of urgency. They play good against some teams. Listen, I thought that they was going to beat the Jaguars, and the Jaguars whooped them left and right. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm no expert, that is for sure, but my gut tells me that the Chargers are going to win this one.
Damn, bro.
I'm gonna be at the game, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping, you know what I mean, it's a nice little something, but I don't know. I don't know if the Chargers, you got Herbie's coming off of hand surgery. I think Petula got his house egged over the weekend.
I would have joined.
And he's gonna start flying.
Gotta do
straight.
something about it.
He's gotta do something about
it.
it.
Come to LA, wake up.
He's gonna do something.
Dang.
They're gonna egg his house. They're gonna egg his car. He come to LA and mess up.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Come on.
I would have joined them.
Come on. I mean,
freaking Petulo.
Fellas.
A lot of special games. Shout out to the Thanksgiving slate.
Shout out to the Thanksgiving
slate.
Being able to watch 3 games and the Black Friday, I think, is unbelievable. I think I'm looking forward to many more years of Thanksgiving football. Now, did y'all see what happened on Sunday? Did y'all see the travesty, the craziness, the heartbreaks, the ridiculousness? First off, I got to start with this, okay? I think we talked about this team, and Michael John, you've talked about this team specifically.
Oh, yes.
Many times, many ways. And I think if you've been listening to the show, you probably might have got paid off of Michael John because he told you about the Carolina Panthers and being somewhat decent earlier in the season. Do you want to talk about this game and what happened? Because I think the Rams showed up to Carolina, but their game didn't. What was going on? Talk to me.
I think it was the first time that Stafford had a rough outing in a few weeks. Devontae Adams is a goal line threat through and through. Unreal how his longevity has been. They need a little bit more production from the running backs to succeed on the road. And, you know, they put up a lot of points still. Can't really fault him, but Bryce Young did his thing. He's actually been improved this year, in my opinion, Bryce Young. And what's his name? McMillan?
Yep.
He has the big play ability. Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard are a good 1-2, like I'm mentioning the Eagles evidently lack. They have a good 1-2. So I liked what I saw from them. I liked that the Panthers played that game through, and they are still in their race for their division because the Bucs is only barely a half a game ahead of them. Yep. Baker Mayfield came off the injury, still played, but like they're beat up, division rivals. It's coming down to Panthers in Tampa Bay. I didn't necessarily think they were going to beat the Rams. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I thought they had a great shot to make playoffs for that division specifically. But I like what I see from them on the field, and I like the progression for Bryce Young.
Yeah, Stafford throws 2 picks in the first half. Hasn't thrown a pick in I think it was like 28 touchdowns or 30 touchdowns,
damn.
something crazy of that sort. So, he was kind of due at some point. You're in Carolina going against a decent defense. Do you think with this win, though, it kind of solidifies Carolina's real shot at making the playoffs? I don't think any of us expected Carolina to win this game looking at the schedule. But does this win kind of be like, wow, Carolina might have a chance?
Yeah, it does. It sets them up. If they can do the right thing, I think they still have a Buccaneers game on their schedule.
Yes, they do.
It could come down to it then. So it could come down to that. That's it.
Yeah, that's like the third. Yep.
They actually have 2 Bucs games on their schedule.
They play the Bucs twice.
So they play the Bucs. So they just played the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Then they play the Saints.
Dub.
Then they play the Bucs.
That's gonna be a big one.
Then they play Seattle.
Ooh, loss.
And then they play the Bucs at the end of the week
Bro,
18.
this year is shaping up to be that division is probably going to be won between the Panthers and the Bucs
what a
in that
division.
last week. I think if the Panthers can take care of business against the Saints, they're probably going to lose to the Seattle because we could talk about
Sounds
we could
good.
briefly at least stop on them. I think that Panthers have a great shot.
Yeah.
Week 18, guys, Panthers and Bucs for the NFC
deep
South.
game to
NFC
watch.
South.
Yeah,
And I heard Mike Evans is trying to come back.
put some money on it.
Just so he could do a little something. He's trying to come back. I don't think he's gonna get that 1,000-yard season, but he's trying to do something.
So the Bucks have Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Bucs have an easier
they have
schedule.
compared to them.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited about
Panthers
that.
have to win both of those games against the Bucs.
They have to. They have to win. They have to win
'Cause
the
you already
next
know
3
the
out of
Bucks
4.
are about to win easy teams.
Yeah.
They can lose against Seattle, but
Saints and
they gotta win the
Dolphins?
rest of them.
Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Can I say about because we was just talking about who was I just talking about right now?
Seattle. You're just talking about Seattle.
Seattle.
Talk
We was
to
just
him,
talking
talk
about
to him, talk to
that defense, huh? Because I feel like that's a hard game to win for Carolina, but a great performance. Vikings is down bad. I mean, JJ McCarthy, I'm not sure if he's got no more stock left in him, and I know he's injured, so they put in Max Brosmer, who is their undrafted.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 picks.
Yeah. Bro, it looked bad. I felt bad for him, honestly, though. They threw him to the Wolves. He had no other. They had no other choice. I guess that's what you get. Play here's Seattle for your first start.
Oh god.
Mid-season, and Seattle's nasty. First shutout in many years, in like a decade for them.
Jeez.
Shout out to Seattle though, because they can win many different ways.
Doesn't matter.
It's not like leaning on the quarterback. And I guess what's his name again? McDonald. Did we talk about him already?
Sam
The
Darnold?
No, McDonald, the coach.
Oh no,
is that his name?
No, that is his name.
Right?
We didn't talk about Old McDonald.
I mean, I'm just saying 9-3 in their first year is definitely outperforming what I feel like people thought.
I mean, I am really excited for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, I'm not expecting Donald to win Coach of the Year because I want Vrabel to win. You know what I mean? I got a little money on it.
Yeah.
However, is this the official JSN didn't get the 2K
Yeah.
because of the situation? I knew this was supposed to be it, and I feel like he just couldn't get it done.
I agree. I was just about to say that
Really?
too. Like, yo, he only got 23 yards. You know what I'm saying?
The problem for him is and for receivers in general looking for numbers, everything is tailored to the game script.
Yes.
This game script was so tailored against having to air out the ball that it wasn't in his favor.
Yeah.
Because you went up early against a quarterback who's on his first start, undrafted rookie, forcing turnovers and getting lead, and your defense is running around, like getting to the ball. It's just, that's not the sort of game you need to air the ball out.
No.
So we'll see. It's not impossible for him to get it, but I just think unlikely. And like I said, I didn't think he'll hit. To be honest, I didn't think it was possible he'll hit it, but I do think it's possible easily he can still triple crown if he can go crazy. How many touchdowns does he have actually?
He has
No, he's too
7.
far.
He's
He's
tied
too
fifth.
far away
Devontae's
now.
about that life,
Because Devontae's
baby.
at 14 now, I think. Yeah, so Devontae. I mean, he'll definitely have a lot of yards, over 100 receptions, like 1,700, but the dreams of 2K is,
Do we think Devontae's going to get to 20?
very well could.
Do you think he's going to get to 20?
He's so highly featured in the red zone offense that yes,
really
I think it's very
definitely
possible.
can.
Yep, I think it's possible. I wouldn't bet on it, but I think it's possible. And since we're checking in on stats, Myles Garrett did not have a sack this week, but he's still at 18. And he's got what, 6 games? It's just when you're playing from behind, you feel me? You can't, the pass rushers don't get to let loose because you're not running those sorts of, you can't get pressures or design like pretty little packages for like, you know what I mean? What do they call those? Screen or like how do you, whatever you, a stunt. They're not calling stunts. Like you're just rushing straight, you know what I mean? Keeping people in their lanes. So.
So Jonathan Taylor leads the NFL with 17 touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah, 15 rushing touchdowns.
15 rushing, yeah.
That's good.
2 receiving.
That's still good.
But yeah, Devontae
He kind of didn't have a good week either. You want? Let's jump. That's another big one. Let's talk about that since we talking about JT, bro.
I mean, I told y'all the Houston Texans.
I took Houston.
That's what I'm saying.
I bet on Houston
That's
this
what I
week.
said
I got some games wrong this week for sure, but I bet on Houston.
I put money on Houston. I felt like with the defensive backs and with Sauce being out of the lineup in this situation, I felt like it was the Texans' game to win, and it's looking like in that AFC South, the Texans might be taking over for that division.
I told you. We talked about it last week, and I remember there was the skepticism about, is Stroud really going to do it? The defense can do it. Oh, my Lord. That defense is nasty.
Yeah.
Stingley, and then as in the defensive backfield, and then you got your boy Anderson, Will Anderson. Oh, my Lord. They get to the ball. They are ball hawks. And honestly, CJ Stroud looked pretty ass in the first half and looked way more competent in the second.
I was going to say, I don't know what it is with my boy. I don't know if it's just you know what I mean? Now that teams have been seeing him, they know what's going on. Because I feel like his first halves or first quarters always are just trash. Like he has one good drive, and then after that, it's like he can't do a thing. And then his second half adjustments, he's finally able to get the team and rally together. So I'm like, bro, like, let's just skip to the second half where you know what you're doing. Because the first half...
Win's a win, I guess, right?
That's very
As
true.
one way to look at it, but you're right. I would like to see... I think because we had such lofty expectations for Stroud after such an amazing rookie year.
Yeah.
Right?
I still don't like Stroud this year.
Last fourth quarter touchdown to win that game, though. So that's what I'm saying. They needed it. They needed it.
Yeah. So what are y'all thinking about that division then right now? AFC Central? Is that what that one is? The Central?
South?
Sorry. Why am I saying Central?
So just think of baseball.
Yeah, that's right. Jags won, so they got the easy dub over the Titans. Of course, that was a free win.
8-4.
So they take the actual division lead.
Yes.
What did I say 2 weeks ago, my guys, about the Colts? I said it. I'm like, if there was a team that probably had minus odds at that time to like make playoffs, that I would be like, yo, who would I bet on to not make playoffs? I said Colts is one that I felt they were in danger, because when you peak too early and then you have a team like the Texans whose defense is so nasty, and the Jags who have played surprisingly well this year.
Yes.
They've played surprisingly well, and then go figure, Jacoby Myers comes in as your number 1 wide receiver, and BTJ is still nowhere to be found, but Jacoby Myers is putting up wide receiver 1 numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
You've always liked Jacoby.
I don't know what to say.
You've always liked Jacoby.
I like him because of the Patriots connection.
You've always had an affinity for Jacoby, and I think the Prince was somebody that if he's upright, he's gonna be alright. But he's never been able to stand upright more than 10 seconds. This is the longest he's ever had in terms of pass protection.
Yeah.
But I mean, Daniel Jones is still Daniel Jones. I don't care.
The injury, no factoring. You heard about his injury? He has like a cracked, a fractured
in his hand or something.
tibia.
Yeah, something like that. His leg.
He's got like a fracture in one of them, right?
He's hurting, but everybody's hurting.
That's true.
Everybody got injuries. Everybody. My boy Herbert, who I might have to depend on to win my fantasy football league, he got a cracked hand. Mario Hampton's coming off an injury. Everybody hurt. Everybody hurt. It's the NFL season, baby. But
week 14, everybody,
Everybody
damaged.
injured.
Everybody
injured.
Yep.
Everybody injured. We damaged
quick milestones, because we still have a few big games that I felt were very, even though we don't always go over every game, these were all important games.
Yes.
Steelers lose to the Bills.
Yep.
I think the big storyline for me is that Josh Allen has now broken the record for most rushing touchdowns in NFL history by a quarterback.
That's crazy.
Wow. Already, I know he's on his way to 100. That was 75 or 76 for him. So good storyline. They needed to win. Aaron Rodgers trying to play through injury, yet another one. They looked Did you hear him after the game?
They look. I mean, even Tomlin said we look bad.
Yeah.
The performance that we gave to you tonight was just unacceptable.
Boo worthy. Because they was getting booed, and he said it was boo worthy. And he said when people ain't running their routes correct, it's boo worthy. Because he's calling people out. He said like we weren't on the same page. Me and John knew. I signaled for him. I changed the play call at the line for him to go in. I throw it in. He goes out. And there was another one where he threw the ball to someone, and there's just no one there. So it's like no continuity. Could this be the year that Mike Tomlin doesn't get the 500 record or better? No. I don't know what we do with Tomlin. Like, you can't, it's not fireable, but like, do you feel comfortable like continually to be mediocre?
I think
like
you have
mid?
to fire him. I think it's one of those things. You fire coaches who make the playoffs, and then the following year you fire coaches who make it to the NFC Championship game. It just is what it is.
Yeah. Maybe a Belichick situation, like you depart at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you give them
neutral,
yeah, that sort of
Not a fire, not a termination.
Yeah.
The Sunday night game, which I felt the Commanders threw, and I was just mad because I wanted Commanders to win because I wanted Pats to have a little bit of a cushion right there on the Broncos. Good game, went to overtime. Mariota played pretty well. I think they threw. They went for 2 in overtime. Both teams scored touchdowns in overtime. Yes, it's a great game, actually.
It was a
great game. Surprisingly, yeah, Scary Terry back. I wish that they got that kid Bonanno or whoever his name was who tipped the ball. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is float it. It's like in FIFA when you're in the 1-on-1 and you do a touch pass over the goalie's head. You just have to do like a touch pass to like just get it over them and in there. He just had to get the ball up in the air for that 2-point conversion, you know?
And it was over.
Exactly, and they win the game, and they would have won the game. I wish they just took the tie. I'm not even going to lie, because it still would have benefited the Patriots.
I think they got the call saying you can't do the tie. I think because if you look at that, like the momentum of the game, I would have said, oh, their defense can stop them real quick, and you probably could get the ball, maybe kick a field goal. So I think them going for 2, they were just like, you know what?
Where a team is like a bad in the win-loss record already, so it don't matter.
We don't want anybody else to get any injured.
If we lose, we get a better pick.
Yeah, exactly.
They would never say that, but
and especially when the following night.
Our boys was playing.
Our boys are back in town.
I love that we get to end it off with the best team in the league right now.
I mean, honestly,
I can't. I'm shocked to say that because it's unequivocal. They have the best win-loss record in the league.
Yes, we do.
For now, I can't believe it through 13 weeks.
The boys are back in town, baby.
Yeah. What did you think? All right, let's run through this game.
Come on.
Don't go to Gillette and think you about to run pretty down the sideline. Because you getting blown up. Did you see my boy Ellis just absolutely demolish Jackson Dart first?
Here's the thing. Before we get to that point where my man got decleated on the sideline.
Decleated.
I'm going to pull it up for Sam to see right now.
Here's the thing. When I saw that first opening kickoff where they kicked it off to the Giants and they just were kind of coming in for the special teams and they hit the guy for the first time, I was like, oh, y'all feeling a little feisty today. I don't know what happened over the weekend, but something's going down. And then when I saw my boy Jackson Dart, because I love both of these quarterbacks. I think both of these quarterbacks are going to be great quarterbacks for the next decade. I love seeing them, especially my boy Jackson. But when I saw Jackson Dart like an idiot running down the sidelines, he almost pulled a Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, he got bodied.
He got decleated. Decleated. Whoa. Listen,
immediately the teammate tried to fight to help him.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're a quarterback and you run down the sidelines, expect to get knocked out.
Well, don't come to Gillette playing that funny business. Don't come to Gillette playing the funny business. And I love that Vrabel's got them playing like that already. Like you said, the kickoff too. That's the first hit by Ellis. Wait till you see the second one, bro. He teed up and he destroyed my boy. The gunman, the gun show, Gunnar Olszewski, who we drafted. He was on our special teams. Mm-hmm. Once upon a time, he was our punt returner,
and they said,
too.
Let's crack that boy again.
Oh, my Lord. Ellis destroyed him on a kick return, Sam. He He like basically knocked him out cold. It was a
illegal hit.
He was running right at the ball carrier. It wasn't like he was trying to do nothing dirty. He just knocked him out cold, and then he fumbled, and we recovered it. It was like one of them.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Listen, okay? Mike Vrabel is teaching these boys about what New England is all about. Grab your lunch pail, okay? Grab your boots, and if you need to knock a mug in the face, knock him in the face, okay? Ooh. This is what we do in New England. We are a top-notch defense. We're going to run the ball down your throat, and we're going to let you know if you try to come in and play that funny stuff, I'm a smack the That's all it is. I'm going to smack you.
Can we talk a little bit about, I would love to talk about each segment of the game.
Please.
I mean, if we're talking about the running game, right?
Please.
It's nothing, no flashy numbers, right? We have 11 carries for Travion, 67 yards, and we got 12 carries for Ramondre for 40.
Come on.
I like a lot that we're involving Ramondre. Even though we can see in the past few weeks all the touchdowns that Travion has and the fact that Travion's a better pass catcher, you will need Ramondre.
Every time.
Ramondre is the type of guy that you put in for the handoffs when he's going between the defensive tackles. He's going to run. He's going to take the hit. He's going to be physical because every run can't be the fast guy who's going to take the power run off the outside. You know what I mean? Off the tackle, the left tackle outside or bounce. You can't always have those ones where you let, if Travion's running a wheel route, you don't want him necessarily running let him catch his breath. I love that we get them involved a little bit. Do I love that Drake May had 6 carries, quote unquote? It's because the pressure gets to him and then he steps up and he gets like 1 or 2 yards. It's not really like designed carries for him. I think that they're going to work in some design carries for Drake May playoff time.
Yeah.
Because he will be dangerous in the red zone, a place where we've struggled actually over the last few weeks. Jeez. But I really like it. Then let's talk about the dog. Should we say where our MVP first place vote will go right now?
You already know.
Where would it go?
Drake May. Come on. Drake May, baby. You already know what it is. My top 5, and he's not 5. He's not 4. He's not 3. He ain't even 2. He's the number 1 player who I think gonna win the MVP.
Yeah.
Come on with it. I told you that weeks ago. I told you all.
He still doesn't have a 300 passing yard game,
Don't
but
need it.
280, 24 or 31, 2 touchdowns.
Pretty good.
Did you see the throws, though? The throw to Kyle Williams was a beauty. Right in the bucket. And then also the throw to Booty. Keyshawn Booty back in the end zone.
Booty catching
Booty gets back on the
booty track.
They got him back on his pirate ship and he already got some gold. He got that Pirates booty because he already came home. No, but it was a beautiful little back shoulder fade for him in the end zone as well. I just like the way the ball gets distributed. I think that we keep seeing like a different week. We have a new receiving leader.
Yes.
It's really the ball gets around to whoever's open. I like the way they incorporate Mac Hollins in the game. He's a great blocker. He's a great team player. And he gets a few first downs for us when we need a first down. He's got great. He don't drop the balls. And then Pop Douglas is running fast out the slot and he's running downfield, getting the field open. When you need Diggsy to come in and make a play, he's still there. It doesn't have to be a great game every week to get. Everyone gets their touches, though. It doesn't seem like no one's complaining. It's no, A.J. Brown, I'm not getting the ball. Our offense isn't working. Everyone understands that sometimes you make a sacrifice for the team.
This was what Belichick and Josh preached during the Brady days. It was, listen, everybody eats. The tight end's going to get a couple balls. The wide receiver's going to get a couple balls. Hell, the linebacker might catch a pass for a touchdown.
Shout out to Vrabel.
That is just how we like to rock, and that is just what we do. So, having Josh McDaniels, I think, as the offensive coordinator for Drake May has been a godsend. I'm just blessed. Unbelievably blessed. I'm so happy. So happy.
Bye week now, too. We're going into our bye week.
Dude, we're going to be home for 21 plus straight days. We'll be home because we have a home game after our bye week against the Bills.
So how do we feel about the Patriots right now? Because if we look at their last 4 in the schedule, right, we got Buffalo, Baltimore, New York, and Miami.
Yep.
So we're playing. We got our division games. We got 2 division games, or all our division, and then we got Baltimore.
Right.
If Patriots can go 3-1, we're the first seed.
Yeah, it's easy. Easy money. If we go 2-2, I think we're the first seed.
You think that Denver still is good? Could drop some games.
I think Kansas City still needs to run. They're playing another game in Denver or at Kansas City, so that's going to be a game. We'll see what happens with that. I still think you got Indianapolis, who's still trying to figure it out. You got the Chargers that could be home wreckers and stuff like that. So I still don't trust the Bills.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So that's where it's like if we beat the Bills.
Well, if we beat the Bills, we won the division.
That's all. That's all.
We're gonna win the division if we beat the Bills.
That's what I'm saying.
YBK pulled up the schedule for Denver right here, and I like what I'm seeing a lot. Besides the Raiders game, so I think the Broncos are going to beat the Raiders.
Right.
Might have to use them for my Survivor pick. I'm still alive in one of the Survivor games. I'm still alive. It's pretty late in the year for it. I'm like I'm trying to
better do it.
Win some money.
If it's Vegas or Tennessee, that's who I'm picking.
Packers.
That's a tough one.
Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers could be 0-4.
That's
Could be.
Easy money.
Could be. Oh my Lord.
Easy money.
Compared to the
0-4. It could be the
Pats?
Chargers and the Broncos for the last game of the season, trying to figure out who wins it.
That's true too. Wow.
So and what are
Playoff lock, it feels like for Pats though.
easy money.
Because it feels like if we can just beat Miami and beat the Jets those last 2 weeks, even if we did theoretically drop both of the games to Buffalo and Baltimore, but we don't know what we're going to get from Buffalo and Baltimore yet. Like 1 week they play like the top tier playoff contender they've been every year, and 1 week they play bad. So we'll have to see what happens.
We also have weather. That's going to be a big big counter, you know what I mean, a factor in the next couple of months. So it's like I'm not too worried about it because it's the New England Patriots. Bro. Rain, sleet, or snow, baby.
It's pretty good.
Contenders.
The Pats are good to go.
They are contenders for sure.
Nice.
Drake May, MVP right now, I think.
Yep, I agree.
I think he has to get the vote after that week. The Rams lost. Matt Stafford had 3 turnovers, and the Patriots won. We've solidified that first seed, and no turnovers, 2 touchdowns, 280 yards, 75% completion.
YBK, I need you to look at the numbers.
Yes.
Because you know your boys have been talking about. I've been talking about Drake May MVP since week 4. Mm-hmm. Looking at the numbers, GMYBK.
Yes.
Would you give him the MVP?
I mean, right now.
Come on, if the season ended today,
I mean, looking at his stats right now, he's leading the league in yardage with 34-12. He does have an extra game though.
He does have an extra game,
but he's top 4 in touchdowns.
Okay.
Quarterback rating quarterback rating top 4 again.
Top four.
What's RTG?
Passer rating.
Yeah.
Passer rating number 1.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So right now, and your Pats are 11-2, the best in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
So I would give my vote to Drake May.
Yeah.
For top MVP.
Yeah, I think he leads the league as well in
completions.
In completion percentage. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Because Huntley only played that 1 game.
Yeah.
The biggest area of concern for me, for Drake May,
sacks.
how much he gets hit. Yeah. I think he needs to learn a little bit better to just not try to get something out of it, get the ball away, learn how to be like a little bit more, take a little bit less sacks. I'm not saying you can avoid every sack, but maybe turn 40 into 30, and that's beautiful.
I think I feel you on that as well. I think again we still have to remember we still have a very young offensive line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Campbell is hurt. He just left. We have 2
injured this week,
that's
and
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, he's a first round pick. He's a rookie. So and now him being injured. So I think hopefully next year we bolster up the offensive line a little bit more. Should be all right.
I like what Josh McDaniels does as an offensive coordinator because 2 offensive lineman starters go down and we play, it's like without a beat. It didn't look like new offensive linemen this week. And it's against the Giants who have a really bad record but have played very tough games. Yes, they fired their coach because they had 10-point leads in like 6 games this season and lost all of them, including multiple 10-point leads in the fourth quarter and lost all of them. So it's not like just like a bum team. Yeah, like they've lost a lot of games, but it's still a tough team. So
I was looking forward to this game I like both of these quarterbacks. I felt like it was two great defenses. One thing I did want to talk about, which I wasn't sure if you guys caught, Mikey, Abdul Carter benched for the first series again, back-to-back games. I mean, just not showing up on time for meetings, not listening to the coach, not paying attention during practices. I mean, he's an amazing talent. But I think it's time where, we were talking about Tomlin earlier this episode. Maybe he goes to the Giants and maybe he, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You already have a quarterback that you really, really like. That, you know what I mean? You know it's going to be one in the future. That could be something for you.
Defensive pieces. Wow.
Do you know what
Good
I mean?
point. I like that's a interesting landing spot.
Not just a thought.
Very
just
interesting.
I
like that. Yeah.
Just definitely a thought. So,
NFL is shaping up nicely. I like the playoff hunt right now. Let's see how these last few weeks is gonna
3 weeks left.
we got
shape up the division.
We got a couple more weeks left. We got, I think, one more week until our fantasy football. I know for some of you guys are going to be playing in your playoffs in a couple weeks. Yep. Buys and ties and everything is haunting you towards the end of the season. So hopefully you guys can pull it all out. Mm-hmm. But real quick, before we run, what's going to be our AFC Championship prediction?
Ooh. AFC Championship prediction.
AFC and NFC Championship prediction. I can go first if you want.
My Lord.
I got an idea.
Go ahead, run it.
I'm thinking the Kansas City Chiefs are playing the New England Patriots.
No.
In New England. And unfortunately, Drake May takes over the dynasty.
Yeah.
And makes it to the Super Bowl. I don't see them winning the Super Bowl, but they make it. And my NFC Championship, I think it's going to be Rams-Eagles. I still think the Eagles can hold on. Okay. I'm going to the game on Monday. I'm hoping that you guys, I'm going to be burning some incense in the air. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope y'all could do what y'all need to do while I'm doing what I need to do. And y'all can catch this dub. What y'all think? YBK or Michael John? Who's going next? Talk to me.
All right. I'll go NFC first.
NFC.
Run it.
My Philadelphia Eagles will be taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Woo!
In the NFC Conference Championship.
Okay.
And the AFC, going to be a little different over here.
Talk to me. I
feel like the Buffalo Bills will be taking on the New England Patriots.
Woo!
In the AFC.
Interesting. I feel that one. Because I was kind of feeling that. It just depends on how wild card seedings play out.
I'm saying.
That's
because you're going to play the lower seed in your first playoff game.
That's what I'm
saying. You feel me?
Yeah.
The higher the seed you are. Yep. Which is why for the NFC, I'm going to say I have. I think that there will be a divisional opponent. Like divisional opponents will face each other. Because I think that the Rams will end up still capturing the first seed.
Okay.
And I think that they're going to play the Seahawks in the NFC Championship.
Come on!
Yeah, if I had to really, because I feel like I like where the seeding sits and how many wins they have. Don't be surprised if San Francisco was one of them too, because that division is just is stacked.
Yeah, West is.
We're gonna go to the AFC, where obviously I have to ride with the Pats because how am I not gonna ride with my team
MVP,
right now?
Coach of the year.
I'm gonna ride with Patriots, and I'm gonna go for a real left field one right now. I'm gonna say that the Houston Texans end up winning their division, and then they win a playoff game to get to the championship as well.
Houston comes to New England,
and New England beats Houston. We know that.
We already run that. Oh my gosh!
I would love that. I would love that.
Listen, wow, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Their offense is really stinky, but their defense is that good, Houston.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
I would love a Patriots versus Eagles Super Bowl.
Come on, run it.
I'm not going to lie.
Run the 2017.
Run it 2017.
I would rather, to be honest, someone different. I like Eagles, but I would rather Patriots because, we've seen Patriots, Eagles. I would rather see Eagles versus someone different or Patriots versus someone different.
Oh, I see.
Maybe Eagles, Bills, or Patriots, Rams. We could run that one back.
That would be nasty.
I'll run that one back.
Run that one back. Run that one back.
I lied. I would run one back.
Yeah.
I'll run that one back.
Listen, Gonzalez on Devontae. Drake May versus Matthew Stafford.
Gonzalez might be on Puka.
Puka, and Stephon Diggs.
Yo, shout out to Puka. I was driving and like an ad for my YouTube came on, and it was a whole documentary about Puka, and they sent him back to Samoa because he's Samoan. Okay. You know he's called Puka. He's got a real government name, but Puka means chubby in Samoan. That's his nickname. So like, cause he was a little chubby baby. So
Puka.
Shout out to Puka. Nice guy. Love the way he's taking care of the community. He was taking care of. It's like a health-centered focus because a lot of people in Samoa have diabetes.
Oh, shit.
About 50% of people over like 40, 45. Like it's like very high.
Big people.
So exactly, think about it. But I like a health conscious, doesn't drop a ball. Boy's a baller.
Boy had a nasty catch last week.
Yeah.
Boy, looking crazy.
Yeah, so
man.
shout out to Puka.
Shout out to Puka. Shout out to the boy.
Damn, we really touched everything today. I think we went so deep.
We had a long one today.
We
You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing tonight. I like it. I like it when we freestyle. We got time. You know what I'm saying?
We had a good one today. So
Oh, man.
we're going to have to be back soon to talk about news because we have some other news, but I do feel like we had such a good run. Like I feel like satisfied. I think we leave it at that
I
for,
think so.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
We come back again soon.
Yeah, we're gonna need to give some Christmas gifts soon. We're gonna need to give some Christmas gifts to y'all soon.
Christmas time's coming.
We'll come back with plenty more, but you know, it's your boy Michael John. Shout out to my brothers right here. Y'all already know what it is.
Of course.
You know what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know RCR Presents MSD Sports. My name is Sam, also known as YPK. You can find me at YPK up in here. We got Mikey, Michael John over here. You can find him at Michael John DeStefano. We got Camden, David Hines over here. You can find him at Mr. Club Paradise. You can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. You name it. We're everywhere. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.